Hello, everyone. This is Calvin Casteiner at Northeastern Clinton Central School. It's the 21st day of January 1995, and we're here for modified girls basketball. And just as we're about to start, some guy came over and said, want me to handle the microphone? And I said, okay. What's your name, fella?
Oh, everybody knows me.
Your worst nightmare. There he is, Bill Chase.
No, I go by the champ now.
The champ?
Everybody knows the champ.
The wrestling champ?
Oh, you listen to show 'em in the morning, 7:20, 7:25. Got modified high school action here. For NAC, starting off is Amanda Chase, number 12. Becky Bouye, number 24. Sarah Dupree, number 5. Dorothy DeCoste, number 34. And number 55 is Brandy Patno.
Okay, for Northeastern, I'll tell you who's out there. Let's see, I see Debbie Tremblay, she's number 14. Nikki Levancher is number 30. Marie Boris is number 5. Erin St. Hilaire is number 12. And
Number 4, I think.
Ashley Walter, I don't know what number she is.
You get the Tremblay?
I got Tremblay first, yep.
Walter?
Yep.
Number 4?
Yep, Ashley Walter. Yep.
Okay. We got any score? No score yet.
This game being played in the varsity gym because Northern Adirondack doesn't have a junior varsity. And they wanted to give people their money's worth when they paid to get in here, so they're giving them 2 games for their dollar to get in here. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, that's really exciting. Got to pay $2 for an adult to come in and watch a modified game. I'm not staying for the varsity.
Did you explain that at the door, or?
They didn't seem to care. Rick Frisbee, if you're watching this, you shouldn't have to pay $2 to watch a modified basketball game.
That goes right into his pocket too. You know, he gets all the money at the door. That's part of his contract.
Pays for his mileage when he's coming up from Westport. NAC trying to inbound the ball. Sarah Dupree having a hard time handling it. Goes off her foot. Walters will be inbounding the ball for Northeastern right in front of us. Number 5. What's that number 5 again?
Boris.
Boris, okay, that's on the top. Boris.
Yeah, the starters should be right your first 5 on that list, I believe.
Oh yeah, they sure are. Just a little difficult to read here. This was writing. Calvin's daughter, I guess, was in a hurry this morning. She put it together.
I arrived about 7 minutes before the game was scheduled to start. So.
And he was giving me a hard time about arriving late. He only got here 2 minutes before me.
But she's kind of excited. She's a finalist in the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes.
Who's that?
My daughter. One of only 50 million finalists. So quite an accomplishment for a 13-year-old, don't you think?
Yeah. Number 30, Venture puts up the shot, but that's off the mark. There's no score yet. We've played almost 2 minutes of basketball.
I think we have our first point coming right here.
Wide open. Nice pass there.
Who's guarding her anyway?
I don't know.
Who's not number 12?
Number 12. Oh, that's everybody's favorite player. Amanda Chase. The sister of Nick Chase. You know who Nick Chase is, right?
If Northeastern didn't know before, they know now.
Nick Chase, he's the guy that sunk that 3-pointer with 3 seconds left last night.
4 seconds.
Oh, 4 seconds, pardon me. 4 seconds left in the JV game. And NAC pulled out the squeaker there, 61-60. Their only victory last night over the Cougars in the 3 games that were played.
The others were 5-point ball games. Cougars winning the modified by 5 and the varsity by 5.
Yeah.
So 3 good ball games, which is what we like to see.
Sarah Dupree with the steal. Dupree driving, trying to get by Walrus. She does. Becky Bouye with the rebound. Amanda Chase, she puts it back up. That's off the mark. Brandy Tremblay, she shoots, and she's fouled. Oh, the coach over there for Northeastern, that's that track coach. What's his name?
Brian Power.
Brian Power?
Yep.
He gets a little excited. Didn't like that call the referee just made. Oh, we got a sub coming in. Who's that? Number 25.
That's the Vassar girl, isn't it?
Yeah, Vassar. Amy Vassar.
We should know all these kids.
Becky Bouye got taken out of the game. Coach Debbie Chilton.
She got taken out of the game?
Taken out. Well, she was removed. Randy Patno missed both of them. And a chase, battling with Trombley there. Possession arrows in NAC's favor. It's 2-0. The Cougars over the Cats. Inbounds to Brandy Patno. She comes up with it. Oh, she makes a poor pass. Brown, what's her first name? Is that Brown? No, who's number 5? Boris. Oh, okay, I'm reading it.
Marie.
These numbers are right in. Go with the name. And a chase knocked down. No call there. Who's the referees? One of them's a DCOS. I don't know this other guy.
I don't know this other guy either. Somebody else.
Okay, the other guy we'll call him. The unknown referee. Walters with the ball. She finds, what was it, St. Hilary?
St. Hilaire.
St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire was found underneath, streaking in the middle there and put the shot up, but the ball is kicked out of bounds by the Cougars.
How's that DCOS daughter out there, 34? Is that his daughter?
Yeah.
Is it?
That's his daughter.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, his first year reffing. Foul, I believe, against Sarah Dupree. Boris driving hard to the basket.
And who's that Northern Adirondack coach?
Oh,
Looks familiar.
Debbie Chilton.
Chilton. I think I've seen her before.
Yeah, Debbie Chilton.
Is that her husband Steve there?
Steve's the varsity coach, and Debbie, everybody knows Debbie. She's the one that normally, she's not coaching and yelling at the referees, she's watching a game and yelling at the referees.
You know she's not going to like that when she hears that, Bill. Why do you do those things to Debbie?
Well, 4-0 now.
Debbie always has nice things to say about you, Bill.
Well, some of the things Debbie has to say we can't put on tape. There we go.
Only when she's talking about Bill Chase.
Passer goes up and down. Is he calling a foul? Oh my God. Well, she went up and down before she was fouled. I think maybe the coach for Northeastern knows that DCOS's daughter is out there. He keeps, every time he makes a call, starts waving them arms. He's got 5 people at the table waiting to come in. They must be going to switch everybody over.
Yeah, about 3.5 minutes they switch. They run 2 lines, 3 lines actually. So they'll come in halfway through, then another group will come in later.
Yeah, foul called against DCOS by the unknown ref. They should be allowing the subs to come in.
Well, they don't want to come in yet.
Oh, they got to wait till what? 3 minutes or
3.5?
Oh, 3:30.
Extra 9 seconds when you're on the floor is very important.
I guess. Bowlers carrying the ball up for the Cougars. Bowlers gets it back, drives through the middle. Looking for Walters on the side. Walters makes a great effort there in saving the ball. Walters comes out from the fouls against Brandy Dash. Brandy Dashna, I was going to say. It's not Dashna, it's Brandy Patno. Brandy Dashna, she's from Lime Mountains.
Oh.
Well, the starting 5 is out for the
Look at that Steve Chilton over there working on the refs, working on Steve Chris and Eddie Lamar's trying to get him on his side already.
Oh, the other refs are here already?
Oh, they probably thought it was a noon game too.
Yeah, well, weren't they surprised?
Because Steve, I saw Steve last night at the NAC, and he thought it was double, concurrent games playing at the same time. So I called Norm Bono, the assistant coach here at Northeastern, and he said, nope, it's a doubleheader.
Yeah, you got to get that $2 out of everybody.
That's right. All you people would have been at the other gym, and you wouldn't have paid your $2, so pick up an extra $20. I'll buy Rick Frisbee's gas for one day.
Yeah. Plus, you'd probably be able to stop McDonald's. They got 95-cent Big Macs right now. Brandy Dashna or Brandy Patnode. having a hard time inbounding the ball. Well, she finds a man to chase.
You're going to stop there on your way home and treat the family, are you, Bill?
Oh, we already stopped. My youngest daughter's got a 6th grade game in Rouse's Point at 2 o'clock.
Oh, so you're heading the other way.
So we had to feed her. And after, we'll have to stop again and feed this one.
Oh, you're not going to let Amanda eat till after the other game is over?
Oh, Amanda wants to stay and watch the varsity.
Well, let her stay.
Yeah, we're gonna. Who's out there now? Number 3, Dezo. Is it Dezo or Dezo?
Diso.
Dezo.
Diso. Carmen Diso.
That's for Northeastern. Number 25, Brown is out there.
Michelle Brown.
Brassard, 13.
Dana Brassard.
What about Yell? We got a Yell.
Melissa Yell. And
24.
Nikki Tardif.
Those are the subs that came in at 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, or gone in the quarter. And a chase. Good hustle there. Oh, fouled by Tardif. Not in the bonus yet. NAC's only made 1 sub. Has Northeastern been winning most of their games?
I don't think. I'm not sure if they've lost any yet.
Oh, they haven't lost any?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't, because they play at the same time as the JVs. I'm not as aware of their record as I should be, but I'm not aware of them losing any.
NAC's only lost 1. They lost earlier in the week to Saranac. That was their first loss. They had the lead. They lost in the 4th quarter. Foul against Vassar, I believe, over the top. Becky Bouillet's at the table. She's coming back in. Amanda Chase has got to take her turn and get some instructions from Coach Chilton.
And she'll be a better person for it.
Well, of course. 25 Brown carrying it up for the Cougars. A shot by number 13 Brassard, but it was fouled by Decas, number 34, by for the Cats, getting the foul. She'll be shooting 2. Both teams got 5 team fouls. We got a 4-0 score. NAC has yet to score any points. There's 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first quarter.
Now, Steve and Debbie have really worked hard, Bill, to try to get this NAC girls basketball program back on its feet, and they've done a heck of a nice job, I think.
Yeah, they're on their road to putting it back together.
First varsity team in several years this year, and no JVs, there's just not enough numbers there. But I see a lot of kids on the bench over there, so it's coming back. And of course, you said your daughter's in that 6th grade program.
They've got 4 teams, 6th grade girls.
That's great. Obviously, they're not all going to end up being basketball players, but it gives them another alternative. A very successful cheerleading and volleyball team.
Oh, double dribble there. Yeah, well, then they got the competition with, the cheerleaders.
That's what I said, cheering and volleyball teams very successfully. And, it gives them all something to get into. So there probably aren't too many girls sitting around at NAC.
Well, is cheering a sport?
It depends who you ask. If you ask a cheerleader, there's no question in their mind. I'd say it's athletic, but because unless they're in the competition, it's hard to call it a sport in my mind, because it's not competitive. But when it gets down to the big championship at the end of the season, then it's definitely a sport at that time.
Yeah. And that usually draws a crowd.
Huh. They overflow that Ausable Gymnasium. It draws the biggest crowd for any high school sporting event in the North Country.
From what I've seen, NAC probably will retain that title again. They don't really have a lot of competition out there. Well, Northeastern has a decent-sized squad to compete with them. A lot of the big schools, they don't even have, like I noticed Peru and I don't even think PHS, they had small squads. But then those schools, they offer a lot more sports.
They have swimming, and that's in the fall.
Indoor track, those going right now. And
Yeah,
there's
a few.
volleyball and basketball.
Yeah, NAC has volleyball and basketball. And swimming is not that's in the fall, so that's not taking anybody. So probably the only thing different is the indoor track, and that I'm sure doesn't take that many potential cheerleaders away.
Well, there's hockey too. Seton, they got a female hockey player.
Yeah, Northeastern had one for a couple of years. A very good one too, Meg Carey.
That shot's off the mark. Number 20, Yell, had picked up that loose ball. Another shot, a little bit hard. Northeastern getting their shots off, but not being able to find a basket. NAC, they haven't scored a point yet in this quarter. There's 45 seconds left. It's 4-0. Still remains the score.
It's a defensive battle, Bill.
Yeah, I don't know, it looks more like a cold shooting battle than a defensive one. NAC, well, actually the Cougars have played better defense. They haven't been able to get too many good shots, any quality shots off. They've been at the foul line a few times, and they haven't made any of those. Driving all the way one end to the other, number 13 Brassard for the Cougars. And she's fouled. She'll be shooting too. That'll put both teams in a bonus. There's 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Well, she gets the roll there. The roll and the bounce. Six nothing. Cougars with the lead. Brandy Patno trying to bring the ball up. The ball goes out of bounds. Number 3, Diso, be inbounding the ball for the Cougars. She'll give it to Brown. Shot. 13 Brassard sinks that for 2 points. It's 8-0 now.
8-1.
Oh, you're looking at, how come it says 1 over there? I don't remember scoring a point. There's 0 over here.
No, I think the 1 might be hidden by that little bar. Have to lean out a little bit.
Well, now it says 3. Yeah, okay. You've been saying they hadn't scored a point.
Hadn't scored a field goal till just then.
Well, now it's 8-3. In the quarter, Sarah Dupree couldn't get the shot off. NAC finally scores 1 basket near in the last 10 seconds. 8-3's the score. Second quarter action coming up. Well, we're starting off with second quarter action here. We got the starters back in? No, we're moving down for the Cougars.
Third line for today. Some of these, they move them around. They don't always.
4, 5. Let's see. Well, we got number 10 out there. That's a Dragoon.
That'd be Tara.
There's a 22. That's a Sample.
That'd be Brandy's.
Must be Peck Sample's daughter, right?
That's who it is. Yep.
And we got 23. Is it a Depo?
Depo.
Angel
Depo.
Number 15, Bonahan, or what is it?
Bohannon. Amber Bohannon, who, if you were at the JV game and Northeastern was there in soccer, she left in an ambulance if you were at that game. She injured her knee. That's the one. And the other one out there is Megan Miller, number 11.
Yep. For the Cats, second quarter, Becky Bouyer's out there, 24, DeCosh, 34, 5, Dupree, 12, Chase, and can't catch the other one. Well, Sarah Dupree misses that one. Becky Bouyer's there to pick up the loose ball.
Oh, just one foul for her.
Chase with the rebound when she throws it up. Well, that's a pass. And there's a double dribble. Number 20's out there, Jennifer Lefebvre. Also for the Cats. It's 8-3. We're in the second quarter. 22, Sample brings the ball up. Guess the Cougars, they play 3 lines like in hockey. Sarah Dupree. She was there. She's going to call a foul on White. And the coach for the Cougars doesn't agree with the ref's call again. Waves his arms at him. We're going to start tracking that. That's about the third or fourth time. The only statistic we'll keep. Hey, you know, I kept your pen from last night.
You did. I wonder where my other pen went to.
And the chase, losing her balance, losing the ball. Ball goes out of bounds. NAC will pick up possession. Lefebvre inbounds it under the Cougars basket. Sarah Dupree at the rebound.
Oh, Miller with a steal.
Miller pulled it right out of her hands. Ooh, Sarah Dupree driving all the way. She's fouled by Depo. Miller, she just missed getting that pick that Bouye had set. She saw it and stepped around it.
Glanced off there. That was a solid pick.
Yeah, that would have been if she ran into that. Sarah Dupree, she's been on the line about, it's probably her fourth trip.
You set yourself in those picks and the other person coming at you is not aware of it. They can bounce.
Okay, we just had a substitution for the Cats. Jessica Lefebvre, it looks like, replaces Jennifer Lefebvre. Sarah Dupree misses that one. Becky Bouye's there. And a loose ball, picks it up. Makes it an 8-5 game. We got 6 minutes left. I imagine with 3 minutes and 30 seconds, that first starting five will be coming out for the Cougars.
You caught on, Bill.
Sample is off the mark on that shot. Well, geez, by now I probably would have memorized it. They would have kept the same five out there, all their names. But now I got to memorize 15 names.
The whole idea of this modified program, as you know, is to give the kids some playing time, and
that's true. No argument there.
That's what Northeastern tries to do. Tries to break up the playing time. Obviously, you can't make it absolutely equal, but as much as possible, that's what Brian tries to do.
Dupree. Working hard to get the ball up court, finds Amanda Chase. Amanda looks underneath for Dupree. Ball goes off and White. NAC retains possession. Coach Chilton, she doesn't go real deep in the bench when she's playing the Division I schools. She's played the Division II schools and been able to. What happened there?
I'm glad the ref we don't know was alert there. The Cougars knocked it out right back to the Bobcat, and she caught it, and she was out of bounds, and the ball was going back to the Bobcats. So, although the Cougars knocked it out, the first one to touch it was a player who was out of bounds already, so it's off the Bobcats.
That pass goes astray and out of bounds, and the Cats got it. But I've seen the same play in a JV game in this year. I believe in Beatontown it took place, and they gave the ball back to the team that was inbounding the ball.
If it's touched, by the first one to touch it is the person who was inbounding it. That shouldn't be the case.
Chase on the line.
Something else must have happened that you didn't see, Bill. That's all I can say.
Well, it looked the same anyways. Well, there's a travel. Number 23, Depo.
There was a foul, but the travel was before the foul.
Oh, and the coach agreed with that one. And the Cougars trapping NAC real well. Lefebvre bringing the ball up. Dupree in the corner. Finds Becky Bouye, but Becky is looking at the net before getting the ball. We got a jump ball. 23, Depo. She's working hard on his third set of 5 for the Cougars.
As they all are. I haven't seen anybody slacking off on either team.
No, not yet. Another jump ball. Both teams are really battling it here. It's 8-5 the score. 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Puts on a line. Number 15, Bonahan. What is it?
Bohannon.
Bohannon.
That's a Vermont name.
Bohannon. Oh, shoot. You've got some kids that come from Vermont to
Oh, yeah.
go to school here, right?
Oh yeah, we get them from all over. The people are trying to get in here from everywhere. Canada, Vermont.
Canada. That ball scoots out of Sample's hands and out of bounds.
Scioto.
Toyota.
Everywhere. All those
Yeah.
foreign countries. Warning.
Warning against White for going across the plane. They're trying to inbounds it.
Oh,
Out of bounds. They got to go up over the top, I think. Get their tall ball player there, Becky Bouye, to help out. Well, maybe they ought to try that. Just let White inbounds it.
that's right. They had better luck than the other team inbounds it.
Sarah Dupree driving to the basket. Is fouled. She's yet to make a foul shot. Well, I think maybe she's made one.
Well, you couldn't see up there earlier, so maybe she made one of those that you thought she missed.
Maybe it was her.
So you want to apologize now, or
Oh, yeah,
save it for after the game?
I'm sorry. Hey, we got snow in Lime Mountain. Got about,
There's a flash. You got snow in Lion Mountain on the 4th of July. Let's.
Well, we got about 2 inches of some wet stuff. When we come, Ellenberg had snow. When we got into just outside Ellenberg or Moore's area, there was no snow. Must have rained all night down here.
Yeah, once you get into the Northeastern School District, it warms up a lot.
8-6 the score now. Sarah Dupree did make the foul shot. Becky Bouye, she was fouled. NAC's in the bonus, both teams are. Wasn't sure who the foul was called against.
2-2, I think. Is there a 2-2 out there?
Yeah. Sample, that's her second.
Yeah, they're putting it on the scoreboard too, so that helps us.
Got that basket in the way. Becky Bouye puts up one and she scores. It's a 1-point game now. 8-7. Number 21 has just entered for the Cats. Heather Frenier. She replaces the DeToss. And a Chase battling there with the Cougars. Rebound. Saved by Miller. Foul on the Bouye. Eight to 7 now. 3:54. They've got 24 seconds, this squad, before the next squad comes in. For the Cougars. Randy Patno picks up the rebound on front end of that 1-and-1 that the Cougars miss. Travel's called. Cougar coach yelling travel, and then the whistle blow. I just
You gotta alert the refs once in a while.
I think he was going to call it anyways. That happens all the time. You're reffing a game, somebody's yelling a call. You're bringing them. Either you're putting the air in the whistle or you're bringing it up that second it takes.
And if I know Bill Chase, sometimes he doesn't blow that whistle because he says to himself, they'll say I'm doing it just because they hollered it, so I'm not going to do it.
Well, sometimes you might do that, but if it's so obvious, you better make the call. Okay, wait a minute. He didn't give them their allotted time. They had 4 more seconds.
Oh, no. Well, they'll get that back later.
Oh, okay. He put in the starting squad back out there, I believe.
That's entered into the computer, and end of the season, it'll be totaled up.
Dupree with the ball now. Cats in center court. She finds Amanda Chase. She shoots, and she's off the mark. Well, Amanda will have to get her brother to work with her, taking them shots. So we got Boris back out there now. St. Hilary.
St. Hilaire.
Oh, St. Hilaire. Pardon me. We got that French. Oh, 3 seconds called against LaVentura.
Oh,
LaVentura.
Lavanture.
LaVentura. Well, that's a...
Whoop,
oh,
over and
Dupree
back.
with a nice steal there. Driving, but she's off the mark. Chase battling there again with the Walters. Dupree's going out of bounds off her foot.
Doesn't get much more exciting than this, Bill.
Well, I guess not.
Glad I woke up this morning just to come to this game.
I think it's going to go right down to the wire, too. I think it's going to be a close game right to the end, which will make it 4 in a row.
Oh, Sarah Dupree. She's fouled as she slapped the arm of number 4 Walters. For the Cougars, she's going on the line there in the bonus. Not quite the same amount of crowd here as we had last night over at
I think everybody's all worn out.
Northern Adirondack. It was nice to see that size crowd.
Yes.
Oh, Walters. One ref there. The unknown ref called the jump ball and possession arrows in NAC's favor. They've had a hard time though when they're down underneath Northeastern's basket trying to inbounds it. And a chase, picks it up in the corner, goes to the middle, finds Bouye. Bouye to Heather, forgot Heather's last name there. Grenier. She missed that basket. There's an errant pass. Goes off the fingers of St. What is it? Hilary? Hilaire.
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 You're getting it.
Patno inbounds it to Chase. Chase gives it back to Patno. Patno driving up for the Cats. That's a little pass to Becky Bouye. The ball goes in. Auto count. Possible three-point play. And the Cats got their first lead of the game, 9-8. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in this opening half.
Hey, Sarah Knowles coming in.
Hey, you know these guys better than I do.
I know a few of them.
Sarah Knoll, number 3.
Got to know Sarah last year when she was injured. She came to the game on crutches. She was sitting in the stand, so I got to know her that way.
And a chase. Battled there. Becky Bouye picked up the loose ball and increased the Cat lead for 3 points, 11-8. Number 30, Ventura.
Lavanture.
I think there was some kind of road or something in Montreal, the La Venture.
Could be. St. Bonaventure, I think you're thinking of.
Oh no. You hear them roads up there and listen to the Canadian stations. She misses both foul shots. Northeastern came up with a rebound. Another shot was off the mark. Sarah Knoll, number 3, carrying the ball up for the Cats now. She's a scrappy little player, Sarah Knoll. Fouls against Cougars.
Sarah will be on the line. 1-on-1 situation.
Number 5 picked up the foul.
According to the paper this morning, John Rabideau said that if they would have been sinking them free throws that they got in the first half last night in the varsity boys game, that they would have had a 6-point lead instead of been behind by 6 points.
Well, as you may recall, in that varsity game, the Bobcats were in the 1-on-1 situation with about 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yep.
So they had a lot of opportunities and they didn't capitalize. Also, Bobcats missed some layups early in the game too that I'm sure would like to have again.
Yeah, they came back to hunt them. Number 5, Boris. Passes it over to LaVentura. Oh. Offensive foul called against Tremblay, number 14. She put the elbow into Bobcat player Amanda Chase.
Just trying to get some room.
That's all. She wasn't quite sure she did anything wrong. Sarah Knoll trying to bring the ball up for the Cats. St. Hilaire is called for the foul. Amanda Chase has been taken out of the game. What do we have in there? 43. Tanya LaFountain is taking her place. She resides from Altona. Sarah Knoll.
Over and back.
Over and back. Heather Frenier just inches away from being inside the Cats' offensive zone. It's 11.
You being a hockey player, you'd call that a offsides, would you?
Yeah. That's what you would call it, offsides. But Heather Frenier comes up with a steal there and gets the ball back to the Cats, but she loses it. And double dribble called Ventura. Say Bonaventure.
Just don't call her DeCarry Boulevard, that's all.
We'll just call her the blonde. The tall blonde out there for the Cougars.
Now, Levanture's not that hard a name to
Levanture.
pronounce. You can do it. Some people say Leventure, so if you want to go Leventure, you can.
Shot for the Cougars is a little bit off the mark. Number 14, Tremblay, is fouled. No? What'd they call there?
I don't know. No, about the jump ball?
The jump ball, I guess.
Apparently.
Sure, they looked like she was fouled. Tremblay, bodies are flying all over the place here.
We have to give Steve Chris and Eddie LaMarche a whistle over there so they can help out.
Wow. Tanya LaFountain on the foul there. Cougars' bodies flying all over the place. They finally get the call. On the line is Bulrus. 1-1. 34 seconds left and a half. That shot's off the mark. Brandy Patno picks up the loose ball. But Bulrus battles. She's fouled by, I believe, Heather Frenier. She'll be on the line again.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think Northeastern has scored in this quarter, have they?
No, they haven't.
I think it was
first 8 points.
It was 8-1 or something like that. And
at the end of the quarter, I think 8-3.
yeah, and now it's 11, so it's 10 unanswered points for the Bobcats.
Yeah, they're making their run. Cougars made their run early. That's off the mark, and LaFountain with a strong rebound.
Unusual for this Northeastern team. I wouldn't be surprised if they were averaging over 50 points a game.
Well, maybe this is their first Saturday morning game for both these teams. We've switched, flip-flopped here for the boys and the girls. Now the boys play on Tuesdays and Fridays, and the girls are playing on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Maybe they just haven't got the sleep out of their eyes yet. Sarah Knoll, foul shot is off the mark. Becky Bouillet is underneath. For the third time she puts it up, and she misses. Fourth time she's rejected. Fifth time she missed again. Battling there, that Tremblay girl doing a nice job there. Able to at least reject one of them from the hands of Bouillet. Brandy Patno inbounds it, and it's off of Frenier 21, out of bounds. If you heard someone yelling, Becky, use that backboard, that's her father. She had 5 shots in a row. And the quarter ends. LaFountain picking up the rebound, and the Cougars didn't score any points at all in that quarter. It's 11-8 Cats at halftime. Okay, we're back for second half action. Northern Adirondack Bobcats modified team against the Northeastern Cougars. The Northeastern Clinton or Northeastern Cougars?
Northeastern Clinton Central School Cougars.
Okay.
Now let's say it that way every time too, please.
All right, I'll try to. We'll just call it NCS. That's easier, an NAC.
NCCS. Cheerleaders are just taking a letter out of the Cougar name.
NAC on the turnover. Becky Bouye makes the steal though. Oh, 24 there. Who is that? Oh, it must be in the second group. Tardif.
Well, we got some of first and second out there.
Oh, do we? Yeah, we got Boris still out there, right? And
yep.
Walters is still out there.
Yep.
Or 13 Brassards in for the Cougars. 23 Depo. And the foul is on number 24, Tardif. The Cats start off the second half with Amanda Chase, Patnode, Bouye, Dupree, and I believe it's a Lefebvre girl. Yep, Jen Lefebvre, number 20. Bouye misses both of those.
Nice pass, nice.
And Boris found underneath and a nice pass.
Beautiful
Makes it a
play.
1-point game. It's 11-10. That ends that scoring drought the Cougars had. I don't know, the way the game has gone though, it'll be the Cougars scoring in the first and third quarters. The Bobcats scoring in the second and fourth.
I've got a quarter right here in my pocket, Bill, if you want to make a bet on the outcome of who's going to win this game.
Well, I ain't gonna bet on the game, come on.
Where is it, Jared? Oh, yes, I do. I got a nice shiny quarter here, right here.
All right, who do you want? Who are you picking?
There it is. I'm picking the Cougars.
Okay, we got a quarter on the game.
All right. But it's nice to see the Bobcats
get any points?
competitive.
You giving me any points?
Yes. Don't bet against the Cougars.
Well, they've taken the lead here. First minute of the third quarter. The Cougars continue to trap and play that full court press. And foul is called. The arm's going to come up for the coach.
He's showing great restraint.
I don't know who he's talking to here.
I don't know.
Somebody got hurt or something, I believe.
Hearing? I don't know.
Patnode is holding her ear, her left ear, for the Cats. That'd be Chilton will attend to her. Lefebvre's going to inbound the ball for the Cats. Foul was against number 20 for the Cougars. That's Amanda Chase. They said number 20 on the board, but she's not even out there. Ball goes off in Chase's fingers and out of bounds, and Boris brings the ball up for the Cougars. It goes through the hands. Number 24, Tardif.
He made that nice pass earlier. Good ball player. Went to elementary school at St. Mary's.
Oh, right. Good Catholic school. Like Notre Dame and Boston College. CN.
Often used in the same breath. Notre Dame, Boston College, and St. Mary's. Oh, looks like Ashley is injured over there. Ashley Walter. Didn't see that happen though. Don't know what happened over there.
Something wrong with their leg. Cougars have turned it up a notch. They've got a 3-point lead now.
And looks like Brandy Sample has come in.
Stepped in front of that pass, and Lefebvre was still out of bounds for the Cats. Lefebvre picks up the loose ball. And she's going to travel. And then NAC varsity girls picking up their equipment, going to head to the locker room to get dressed.
I think when this game is all settled, I'm going to have your quarter in my pocket, Bill, but it's certainly a good thing to see the Bobcats competitive here with the Cougars now and making this a real battle, win or lose. Because, you know, when you're competing at Northeastern, particularly at this level, Northeastern is always the best team in the area because of their strong elementary league program. And
yeah, they've had that for years over here in this area.
So it's nice to see the Bobcats being able to compete with them on an equal basis. It's great.
Well, a lot of these girls that are out there now, they played in that
That's right.
a year or two. They played in that league, the youth league that they do have out here.
The timeout?
Actually, timeout, I guess.
Do you have some other important point to say, Bill?
Well, there's some other areas that have following suit of what the youth commissions in this area have done. Peru and I believe Keysville are keeping it more or less in-house in their area. Clinton County now does offer 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th grade basketball, but the biggest problem is gym time. You guys do have more gyms out in this area. Champlain.
Still having our elementary schools open is a big plus for making that league possible.
Rouse's Point has an elementary. Moores does. You got the gyms here.
Champlain Elementary and St. Mary's. So you've got each of the elementary schools has a gymnasium available.
At NAC, when they want to play 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th grade basketball, they got to go down there 6 o'clock at night, get any gym time.
Well, why don't they go down there at 4 o'clock in the morning like you used to do to play hockey?
Hey, that's a good idea. They could, get the bus out, pick them up, and they can stay right there for school.
That's right.
Both teams having a hard time inbounding the ball. Seems like whoever inbounds it gives it to the other team. That goes off Sarah Dupree and out of bounds. Bulleris will inbound it to Sample. Sample gives it right back to Bulleris. Sample's in the game now for the Cougars. Cougars are moving the ball well when they're on the offense. Number 13, Brassard's also in the game. Becky Bouye there was a little bit close on top. Oh! She had her hand on the ball and the girl was trying to go up. Jump ball is called. Brassard showing a lot of spunk there, getting her hand on that ball. She was the girl that just got knocked down.
No, she wasn't. It was Sample.
Was it Sample? I thought it was her. Well, the action is so fast paced here today. Dorothy DeCoste losing that ball. Bulleris all got caught up on her hip. Gets called for a double dribble.
She was looking to pass it, and nothing was open ahead, so she ended up carrying it.
Travel. Called against NAC. Okay, there's a father just made the call against his daughter, so he's showing that he's not partial to one team.
Well, we never doubted that for a moment, did we?
Brassard driving a baseline. And a chase, battling with number 24. Who's that again? Tardif. Harold's in the Cougars' favor. Bulleris inbounds it. Tardif. She tries to force something underneath. Ball goes off White. Green ball. And it's still 14-11. We got 4 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Well, Bouye comes in, helps out. And a chase. Gets the long pass from Bouye. She goes cross court to Dupree. Dupree. What's the coach's name again?
Ryan Power.
Ryan Power lifting his arms up again. A little disgusted with that call. She appeared just to trip over Bulleris' leg. Randy Patno just throwing that ball in just to throw it in. The girls for NAC are standing a little flat-footed when it comes to inbounding the ball. And we've got some movement that time. It's been a defensive battle, 14-11.
Debbie Tremblay has come in for the Cougars, number 14. I don't know if we've mentioned that yet.
Tremblay with the shot. Chase and Sample got tied up, holding on to the ball. See a lot of that modified. Girls get in close to each other. Becky Bouye loses that ball.
That was a little ambivalent when it first happened, but I think the best thing that's happened to high school basketball is when they got rid of the jump ball and went to alternate possessions. As you can imagine how many times we'd be jumping in this game here.
Really?
We didn't have possession.
Yeah, and that takes up a lot of time. Games would be a lot longer.
Definitely. Speeds it up.
Boris driving. Oh, she gets tied up.
Cougar fans are getting restless now.
Yeah, well, she seemed to almost have her, she almost put her in a headlock, it looked like.
But she got the ball.
My other daughter, Sarah, did that in a 6th grade game last week against Shazy. She went over the top of the girl from behind. She ended up putting her in a headlock. She got the foul called against her. She didn't do it on purpose.
Larry Ross had seen that. He might have signed her up.
Well, there was a physical battle last week. A couple girls there, they were pushing and shoving for each team. Ended up swinging at each other.
A fist fight in the 6th grade girls basketball.
Like one swing. Each took one swing.
One swing, okay. I think you're allowed one, aren't you? Before it becomes an official fight. It's a skirmish.
Well, you know, last week in the NAC with in the high school, they were having the wrestling tournament. So maybe the girls just, some of the air that were in the high school.
In the mood.
There's a shot by Sample. She picks up her own rebound and it travels. NAC put in Vassar. Randy Patton, oh, you ran out of court there.
A lot of kids are confused when they come here and see all these lines on the floor.
Well, most schools got more than one line on a floor now anyways. Did you call a foul there?
I don't know. I've kind of lost track. This is probably the longest modified game in world history. I think you're getting your $2 worth, Bill.
That's for sure. Boris stepped in front of that pass. Inbound pass by the Cats. Fave traveled before she could outlet it to Patno. A lot of whistles in this game. Sample underneath their own basket. Inbounds it. Trombley bounced off her. Right back to Sample.
Right off her head.
It's in and out by Brassard. A little sky look there. Cardiff. Hooking the ball in. Here's the Cougars, 5-point lead. Fave having a hard time here. Sample throws the ball away to Patno. And she travels. Oh, is the floor slippery? Girls look like they're on skates out there, the way their feet are moving.
Well, I think they're caught up in the game and they're trying to go faster than their feet will allow.
Yeah, maybe that's true. Patno girl came pretty close to falling flat on her face there. Brasser drives into Trombley. Becky Bouye called on a foul. That's her 4th, according to the board over there.
That's going to be a big loss for the Bobcats. They've got to take her out. Looks like Chase will be coming in for her because Bouye does a nice job underneath.
Yeah, she's probably the tallest girl from both teams. Randy Patno picking up the loose ball, puts up the shot. Lefebvre picked up the rebound. Foul was against the Cougars. Bouye is out with 4 fouls. And Debbie Chilton has called timeout. With 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, 16-11. The Cougars over to Cats.
This game's about worn me out, Bill. I'm sitting down now, as you are too. You probably knew that, though.
Yeah. It's been a long game. It's already 1:13. They only play 7-minute quarters. But both teams have had their hard time handling the ball. There's fouls and travels and all sorts of stuff. The referees are... This is a good game for a young referee.
A lot of experience in this one game.
Right, he can, you know, learn what to call. Well, there's a pass to Vassar. She gets it up to Chase. Foul on 2-4 White. Tardif with the push. Coach Power didn't like that call again. The arms come up.
I think he's visualizing that he's picking up referee DeCoste and slamming him to the ground every time he does that.
Okay, some WWF action out here in Champlain.
That's just what he's visualizing, though. He's not acting it out. Oh, behind the back stuff, Bill.
Oh my God, we're seeing it all here today. Randy Patno, is he going to call a foul or a jump ball? Oh, he called a foul. And Tremblay. Is it Tremblay? No, I don't think she's out there.
Well, Tremblay's not out there. I didn't. Number 13.
Well, we called it against Tardif again.
No.
Oh, 13?
13 is Brassard.
Brassard. Tardif, she's got 4 fouls.
Does she?
That was when I looked up on the board, I saw number 24 4 next to it.
How?
Randy Patno trying to end the NAC scoring drought. They didn't score in the third quarter at all. Amanda Chase against Walters. Walters traveled. I think the coach for Northeastern has a case there. I think she was pushed. LaFave inbounds to Dupree. Dupree scoops around Walters, brings it up half court. She tries to find Chase. Tardif had stepped in front of that, but ran out of room over there. LaFave inbounding for NAC. In front of her is Sample. She finds Patno. Brassard from behind knocks the ball out of Patno's hands and out of bounds. LaFave inbounding it again. But, oh.
That Chase girl grabbed her, Bill. I saw it.
I wouldn't, you're not getting an argument out of me.
I think the other ref is going to make the call. We'll have to find out his name.
But can he do that?
Well, of course he can.
I don't know about that.
If he saw the foul, sure. She traveled because of the foul, so the foul occurred first.
Well, Amanda Chase picks up her second foul. She did foul her. Well, I mean, it would be consistent from what they've been calling. Bullruth. Is that Bullruth? Scored that? No.
I don't think so.
I think it was Sample driving through the middle. Lays it in. Brassard off the mark a little bit. Ball goes off in Tardif. NAC. They're down by 7 now. This is the biggest lead for the Cougars in the game.
They were ahead 8-1, so they've both gone 10 points in a row. Bobcats scored 10 in a row to make it 11-8. Now the Cougars have made 10 in a row, make it 18-11.
The Cats, they're on the line. They're in the bonus situation. 58 seconds. Well, it's only the third quarter.
Yep.
Man. Sarah Dupree on the line. Puts it up. It's off the mark. Scoots through about 4 sets of hands. LaFave. Uh-oh. No. A technical has been called.
How about?
Called against somebody. I thought it was going to be the coach. He called it technical.
Apparently against one of the players.
Yes. I think it was either 2-3 White or 2-2. I'm not sure. It's either a Depot or Sample.
They might not put it on the scoreboard, but if they do, we'll know.
Fave sinks the first end of a. This is the 1-and-1, I believe. In the technical, you shoot 2 always.
Yes.
After she's done, I think they'll have somebody else, but depends on. She made them both, so Coach Chilton's going to leave her on the line.
If I had another good foul shooter, I'd put somebody else in because it's tough to make 4 in a row.
Well, got to reward her for them first 2 she made. Makes it 18-13. LaFave has hit 2 in a row. She's hit 3 in a row.
That's why I'm up here, Bill, not down there coaching.
Want a double or nothing here? That quarter. LaFave. It's 18-14. It's ending the scoring drought for the Cats. Well, you could have doubled your money.
I haven't won it yet.
Well, that's true. Green will retain possession. He scored 3 points out of a possible 4 on a foul shooting of LaFave. Jen LaFave. Randy Patno with an errant pass. You would swear her eyes were closed when she inbounds that ball. That ball goes out of bounds off the Cats. Sample underneath. Looking for Tardif. Tardif battling with LaFave.
That's Dapo.
Oh, is it Dapo?
Yep.
Oh, it's 24. I'm mixing them up. Pardon me. I'm sorry.
Jump ball called.
We probably had a world record here of possessions. Foul against LaFave. She had an arm on her. She'll be shooting 2. Ashley who's on the line?
No, Ashley Walter.
Ashley Walters on the line for the Cougars.
Yeah, who's on first? Now Walter's on the line.
No. Who's on first? She missed everything. Ashley, she looks like she's been banged up a little bit this year. She got something on her left knee, and she's got ankle support on her right foot.
7th grader, done a nice job this year.
7th grader?
Yep.
First year must be modified.
Yep. A lot of 7th graders on both teams.
Amanda Chase brings free there. Looking for Vassar. Vassar puts it up. It's off the mark. Chase picks up the rebound. Foul called against Jen LaFave. 19-14. We got 34 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Both teams are in the bonus.
I think we ought to call this a 3-quarter game and let the winner, after 3 quarters, be declared the winner.
Why is that?
Because it's a long game, Bill. Of course, you paid your $2. You want to get your money's worth here. You might make it to that 6th grade game by 2 o'clock.
I don't know. I might have to leave early here. My wife doesn't know where the elementary is in Rouse's Point.
Oh, you can't miss it.
My wife could miss it.
No, just drive down.
I know where it is. She don't know where it is.
Okay, you can't miss it.
She might. She has to go down there.
Take your left by the Carrier Apartments or Lakewood Market. Go by Harris, or you can go down and take Maple Street. Either one will bring you right to it.
Dapo brings it back up to a 7-point lead for the Cougars, 21-14. We're in the last 30 seconds of the 3rd quarter. Dupree loses the ball. Sample with the steal. Dupree fouls Sample as they cross midcourt. That's her 4th foul. It's one of the starters. Sample puts it up high on a glass. Ends up with a loose ball. Off the mark there. Travel. Tardif. 21-14. 12 seconds left in his third quarter. Brandy Patno scoots out of a it's got to be a white ball. She threw it up in the air and it missed everything.
Two seconds.
Travel called before the foul. Quarter ends 21-14. The Cougars with a 7-point lead over the Bobcats.
There's part of the Country and Western show that'll be here this afternoon, Phil. Or this evening, I should say.
7 o'clock, right?
Yep.
I read about it in the paper. So if you got a modified ticket, you can get in free.
We're getting free. Yeah, it's normally $6 at the door, but if you have a $2 modified ticket, that gets you in free. Maybe we can get those guys to help referee.
Yeah, maybe a varsity boys game. John Rabideau might would like to see somebody different up there. He seems to be getting the same officials. NAC's got to put it together here or I'm going to lose a quarter. Bouye. Looked like she was fouled. Something there. Double dribble. Start off this fourth quarter. We got Bouye, Patno, Chase, Dupree, and number 23, Barbeau for the Cats. The Cougars counter with 24. That's Tardif. We got Sample and Walters. Number 13, Brassard. And number 20 is Yell. Walter, a little errant pass. Green possession under Northeastern's basket. Chase springs free. The layup possible. Use the glass, Amanda. We'll have to give her a nickname like they do on ESPN. Amanda, use the glass. Chase just just missed that shot because she didn't use the glass. She knows we're talking about her. She's up. She was looking at us.
She looked at you there. What is my father saying?
Oh, Sample working hard there. A little over-aggressive. The coach shouldn't disagree with that call. I mean, he's probably had a case for a few of the other ones, but...
Just a few.
Barbeau is on the line for the Cats. She's making her first appearance in a game. Becky Bouye goes up and gets that rebound on the first one-on-one. And I believe she was fouled. 2-0 white. That's a Yell. Foul's called against her. And Becky Bouye, another one that needs to use the backboard. Her father over here can hear him making the comments. She puts it up. Nothing but net. Makes it 21-15. 6:08 left in the fourth quarter. Ooh, yeah, that one's up high and bounces off the rim, but goes out of bounds off and Yell. NAC retains possession. But all game long, this has almost been the Cougars to the Cougars' advantage. NAC unable to, or having their troubles all day long, inbounding the ball. Becky, oh, I thought she was going up there. That pass is thrown astray. Through to 3 or 4 sets of hands. On the rebound, Walters. Patno comes up with a loose ball. She hits the bottom of the backboard. 23 Barbeau. 2-0, yeah, 23 Bardo called on the foul, her first. Yeah, I don't think these girls are used to playing basketball at 12 o'clock on Saturday. They've been able to sleep in most of the season.
I'm not sure of that. No competition certainly, but I know they have practices on Saturday mornings. So.
Oh, that may be out here, but NAC doesn't. Travel called against Bouye. She got knocked down. She don't look too happy about it. Subs coming in for both teams. Number 14, Carrie Jarrow enters the game for the Cats.
Carrie who?
Jarrow.
Spell that.
Jarrow?
G-E-R-O?
Yeah. How do you say it?
I say it Jarrow.
Jarrow. That's an Altona name.
People didn't know how to spell Giroux, I think, way back when.
It was the English version, maybe.
If you get into genealogy, you'll see a lot of names that end up with a lot of different interesting spellings.
Giro. She's going to try and take it up herself. Oh, what a ref calls a push on Bouye.
That's her fifth.
That's her fifth.
That's where you don't want your player to pick up her fifth foul mid-court.
I'd have to disagree with that call. I mean, the ball was like a 2-second late call.
That's a tough place to foul out because you want your player to get their fouls underneath the basket or something where they're stopping the other team from scoring, not trying to steal the ball at mid-court.
Tanya LaFountain replaces Becky Bouye. On the line.
Now, see, I say Boye, but...
well, I've always said Bouye.
Well, why don't you ask the gentleman on the side of you, how do you pronounce that last name?
Okay, Mr. Bouye, how do you pronounce your last name? Boye. Oh, wow. Always have.
All of his life. How's it pronounced? How's it pronounced, Bill?
Boye.
Thank you.
Paul Boye has corrected our pronunciation.
Don't say our.
Oh, pardon me, mine. Paul Boye used to live in Lion Mountain, he said. He's proud of it.
Maybe he changed his name to Bouye when he was in Lion Mountain.
Amanda Chase, just misses that. It's 21-15 still. Just under 5 minutes. Well, there's a magnet or something attached to the ball in her hands. Sample girl.
Just kind of stuck there.
She was looking downfield and there was nobody open. The defense for the San Diego Chargers. Oh, wait, this is modified basketball.
This isn't the Super Bowl.
Why? This is the Super Bowl of modified basketball, ladies and gentlemen.
Very easily could be the Division I and Division II champions right here, probably.
Yep, that's right, probably. Oh, there we go again.
Is the Super Bowl 30 this year?
29, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it's 29.
That's why I'm asking you.
I think it's 29. 30 would be 3 X's, right? The numerical version of it?
Yes, that's like all the movies you rent.
Shoot, Amanda.
Just like the movies you rent, Bill. There'd be 3 X's on it.
Oh, no, I don't rent it. I like Walt Disney movies. I've only seen one Walt Disney movie I didn't like.
Which one was that? Mary Poppins.
Ray Bradbury story or something.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Something in bump in the middle of the night or something like that. I can't remember. I remember that.
I don't know. It's a weird one. Something about a circus coming to town, and ball goes up and chase out of bounds. DeCoss is coming in for the catch for somebody.
Not quite what you'd call your usual Disney movie.
No, it wasn't. Patnode's out. Timeout called by Coach Chilton with 4 minutes and 19 seconds left. They're down by 6 points. Are we back yet?
We're back. I've been visiting here with Eric Sepperide. Eric Sepperide here is at the ball game.
The mouth, not the mouth, the voice. The voice of the Northern Tier, Bob Ben.
I know you don't get cable. How do you know about all that, Bill?
Well, I met him this summer.
Oh, you did?
You introduced him to me.
Why'd I do that?
I don't know. And then I was listening to him when he was doing when the Florida Nationals were up playing the Peru TC Sports team. My son played for Peru TC Sports in baseball. Bob Ben was behind the backstop doing the play-by-play. Chase, she throws a brick up.
Well, can't call that a brick because it didn't hit the rim and bounce back, but
Well,
a little long on that shot.
foul called against somebody here. Boris.
Boris is fouled out.
Yeah.
5 on 5.
She's not happy.
Oh, I
Girls
suppose.
take it harder when they get fouls called against them. And the coach is finally, says, whatever. She's like, finally, I guess he's accepted their way of refereeing. 21-15 still the score. Just under 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Cougars throw up the ball and it's off the mark. Oh. Well, that's the right call. We had two Cougars battling for the ball. Timeout for the green. Okay, we're back. 3 minutes and 43 seconds left. Cougars still maintaining that 6-point lead.
21-15. It's been there a while, Bill.
Yeah, we've had our spurts of scoring, but they've been few and far between, actually. Walters with the ball, puts it up. Nice little shot there, but a little bit off the mark.
At least the floor will be clean when they get done. They've been dusting it quite regularly.
Number 14. Who was that? Oh, that's the Gerald girl.
Gerald.
Gerald. You know what? I went to school with Boyers and Bouillets, and anybody I ever talked to, if you called them Bouillet, they seemed to respond. You didn't correct me last night. Paul Boyer and Brian Bouillet are brothers.
I know that, but
Well, now you're correcting me today.
I figured it was time you learned.
Well, Brian goes by Bouillet, I think.
No, he doesn't. He goes by Boyer. In fact, you know Jay Boyer? Another brother, Jay Boyer?
No.
He's the first one who I met, and he told me it's Boyer, and I've been going Boyer ever since.
Well, I know some of Brian's real close friends. They even call him Bouillet.
Well, of course they do. Everybody does, but they're all wrong. How about Mike? What's his last name?
Boyer.
There you go.
What's the varsity girls are putting up a sign? Cram. Commitment. Responsible.
Actually, it's a sign for you, and they left the S out.
The S. Crams.
No, scram.
Oh, Cougars have scored. Increased their lead back to 8. Commitment, responsibility, aspiration, mission. I guess varsity girls are on a mission.
That's right.
Are they in first place?
I think, well, record-wise, they might be in second because they have a makeup game.
Amanda Chase stepping in front of that pass.
But they've got 1 loss, and Saranac has 1 loss. So.
Well, to tell you the truth, I would rather see Northeastern end up in first place.
So would I.
Than Saranac. In this case, I'm cheering for the Cougars. Comes the varsity girls Division 1.
We know you've been a closet Cougar fan for years, Bill.
Well, it seems like every time you turn around and it's Saranac girls basketball, the Press Republican surely does them a lot of justice in the coverage they give them. Foul called against 3-4 Green DeCos.
A little walking there before the foul, but at this point, you're hoping the ref will
see, there's
not blow the whistle as much.
The referee DeCos' daughter has just found out. Dorothy DeCos. So that just proves the point that referee DeCos, he's not partial to that green team, although he didn't call a foul. 2 shots. She was shooting? Oh, I guess so. Ooh, Tardif. A little bit off the mark. Well, I got 1:42 here. We almost played a 20-minute quarter. 7 minutes. Green called in the lane for Fountain. We're 43. Sarah Noel replaces DeCos. We got number 22 in there for the Cats. That's a new face. Charette. Dana Charette. Buzzer goes off. Brassard's out. Looks like number 11 Miller's in.
Oh my gosh, another timeout, Bill.
Another timeout. Debbie Chilton breaking out the board. No, I didn't leave, everybody. I was ready to. My wife says the game don't start at 2. She just has to be there for 2.
Oh, we got lots of time then.
Oh, my. Talk about games that drag on. Watch a 6th grade basketball game.
You must be watching different ones than I've seen.
Well, they play them 8 minutes quarters. They don't even play 8 minutes here. I can't understand that. Well, if I was running the clock, it'd be quick 8 minutes.
Running time.
That's right. I did that last year. My wife got in trouble running the clock at modified level up in Ellenburg the other day.
Aha. Tell us all about it.
What's that?
Tell us all about it.
Well, there's some people from Saranac that weren't too happy with her. And Saranac was losing at the time, and I guess she was either not starting the clock or which was to their advantage if they were losing.
Must have been letting it run after a whistle.
Sarah Dupree has just fouled out. That's 2 Bobcats.
No, 3 at least.
Is it 3?
Oh,
yeah, that's right. The DeCos girl, that's 3. Well, a lot of fouls in this game. Replacing her is the Patnode girl. On the line is, who is that?
Dapo. Angel Dapo.
Patnode brings it up for the Cats. Chase finds an opening. Oh, I don't know about that one.
Oh, little baby steps. I saw it, Bill.
Oh, my daughter, don't take baby steps. She wears a size 10.
Little twinkie toes.
No. No baby steps there. She wears a 10 boy sneaker. Some of the Polish feet.
Not Lithuanian feet, Polish?
No, Polish. My mother was a Kowalski. I told you that last night.
You didn't tell me your mother's maiden name.
Thought I did.
No.
Yeah, you know Jerry Kowalski? That's my cousin.
How about Tony?
Yeah, first cousin.
How about Tom?
Tom Sr.'s first cousin. Tom Sr.'s my godfather.
Does he admit that?
No. Walters bringing it up.
Your
Diesel.
Your godfather came close to making it to the big leagues, but
Yeah, he played AAA.
in the wrong farm system, I guess, for the Yankees.
Well, if he'd been still playing today, he could possibly be playing up there. You see that? Is it Kimbler from Beekmantown?
Doug Kimbler, yeah.
Might end up in the majors. Well, one of them replacement players.
I worked at the Harris in the evening shift back in 1966. I worked with Chuck Kimbler, who was Doug's father, and with Tony Kowalski, Tom's brother. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, yeah, that is.
Oh,
Amanda Chase
big steps
travel.
there. Big steps.
Oh, she just shifted her foot around.
The Lion Mountain Shuffle.
Yeah, the Lion Mountain Shuffle. Well, Chase with the rebound there. She had 3 people on her. Oh, the fave battling hard, finds Patno on the outlet. Call on a foul, I believe it'd be Walters, number 4.
Just so you guys know, if you can get a tape of the basketball Bobcats game in the tournament, did you take that? Could you let us know if you could send it to school and we pay you or whatever this week sometime? Thank you.
Patno on the line. Misses that one. Chase with the rebound. And that's off the mark. The fave goes up hard. She's fouled. She'll be shooting too. 24-15. 33 seconds left.
Looks like I'm going to be wrong, Bill. I thought the Cougars would hit at least 30 points this game.
Okay, so that means I don't have to pay you that quarter.
Oh, no. No.
NAC has only scored 4 points in this second half.
That quarter is going to have a prominent space in my home.
Oh, you want to put it on the wall?
Put a nail right through the middle of it.
Goes off in white. Well, he got it. Oh, white ball. It's in white. It's possession. My fault.
You mentioned Michelle Brown's back in?
Number 25? Nope. Number 30 is back in too. We didn't mention that.
You didn't mention Levanter yet?
Levanter? No. Patno fouled, driving to the hoop. Levanter. I know there's a Bonaventure. Bonaventure or something up there in Montreal. You got to go here to...
You're going to have to listen more closely from now on to those morning traffic reports.
Levanter. Patno on the line. NAC would have scored a few more baskets even at the foul line. I think it'd been a lot closer. All their points in this half have been foul shots. Patno puts up the second one. It's off the mark. Levanter picks up the rebound. Miller. Oh, yes. Lefebvre, she lifted up the leg and put the knee into Miller's gut.
That wasn't very nice.
9 seconds left.
Miller can give the Cougars a 10-point lead or more.
What a way to spend your Saturday afternoon. Watching modified basketball and then go watch 6th grade basketball. Dana Charette with that rebound. Another jump ball. Possession, arrows
7
in.
to go.
7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the ball game is over. I lost a quarter. The Cougars win 24-15. Bobcats, they've lost their second in a row here.
but are still probably leading Division II.
Probably are. They should be. And they'll be getting back into Division II action. There's only one more game for everybody at Division I.
So a good matchup here. Bobcats certainly stuck into the game right to the end, so I think that bodes well for the future of Bobcat basketball.
That's true. Well, this has been Bill Chase for Hometown Cable. Now I've got to venture off to Ross's Point for exciting 6th grade action.
Thanks for being here, Bill.